Hey everybody, welcome back. It has been 3 weeks since I've recorded anything, except for two music videos. I recorded one with my nephew and one with my mom. I will probably get those up before you guys see this. It's been a chaotic 3 weeks. I even trying to get videos done has been hard, not always because I haven't had the time, because there have been times when I've started to edit but then I start to fall asleep. So, and some of you know I have a sleep disorder, so trying to juggle everything, it's not working so well. Today, I did errands. I went and watched a movie with my friend. We went and watched Renfield. Uh, Hilarious camp, loved it. Um, but then I went to the gallery. Excuse me, soda burps. I went to the gallery and put out the 77 pieces of jewelry I had been working on trying to get done because the inventory at the gallery was low. So that's been filled. There's a whole bunch of new jewelry, all sorts of really cool patterns. If any of you watch the acrylic pouring, you'll see that video probably in 2 months. Might be less than that now. I don't know how far ahead I am on the acrylic pouring videos. But went and did that, then went and got groceries, which was not part of the errands from this morning. Dropped off bird food to my dad. He gets all of my food scraps for his birds, chickens and guineas and turkeys, although his turkeys kind of ran off. So, but all of these birds he grew from eggs, so he is their daddy. But I dropped off his scrap food, and I was going to go ahead and do my meal prep for the week tonight, but then realized I needed to do the dishes. So those actually just got done being washed, but now I'm too tired to do meal prep. So we're just going to record some reactions and kind of go from there. I do have on some lashes. They call them lashes. I'm trying to find fake lashes that look fairly realistic rather than these big long ones that are popular. That's just not me, as you guys know. So I think this pair is going to work great. I don't have any eyeliner on or anything, so you can actually see the strips where the lashes connect. But like I said, I was just trying it out, seeing how well they held and all that kind of stuff. Even had some rain today, so I didn't get a lot of rain on my face, but I know magnetic lashes, if I sweat too much, they fall off. So this is different. This is a different process, I guess you would say, a different type of adhesive. It's not the traditional adhesive, which I'm apparently allergic to. So we seem to have done pretty well with it. I did go ahead and take my contacts out, but other than that, that's the other thing I did today was a trial run on these lashes. So, for those of you that are joining in the middle of watching me react to this series, I usually don't have any makeup on. So, okay, I think that catches you guys up on everything for me. I am not even going to try to remember everything that happened last time I watched because I have a hard enough time with 1 week in between, much less 3 weeks in between. I do know we're going to react, as you guys know from the title, to Ozark. I don't know what episode we're on, but I remember it's getting good. I remember that Ruthie's getting a bit fed up with Darlene, but then Darlene seemed to come around a little bit and pulled Ruth back into her web, which was disappointing. I remember something else exciting was happening, and I can't remember what. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it and see what happens next. So let's find out what the title is. Okay, we're on season 4, episode 4, and this one is called Deuces or Ace Deuce. Ace Deuce. Deuces is twos, so deuce is just 1 2, I guess. An ace and a deuce, maybe? It's some kind of poker reference. I know that. Let's just go ahead and get into it. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Thank you, Claire. Hello, everyone. A few people have asked me why the Bird Family Foundation would be willing to work with a company like Shaw Medical Solutions. They refuse to engage with the communities that they've damaged. They refuse to admit they've even made a mistake, let alone
She
attempt
blackmailed
directly to make
Claire,
that right.
right? That's what ended up
Claire
happening.
Shaw, these centers mean so much to me. That's why I'm willing to let Shaw
That's right,
Medical
that's
take
the
that
detective.
responsibility. Thank you.
She is very good in the public. She's a good faker. All right, we've got a goat. Hopefully, it's not a satanic goat. Hopefully, it's just a regular goat. We've got a gravestone with a shovel. Is that going to be, I'm trying to think, maybe they're going to say they found Ben and have buried him. It could be related to Navarro also, though. We've got, it looks like a shelf with family pictures on it. I can't quite tell who's in the pictures. That's what I was looking for. And it looks like we've got some heroin, uh, and that's probably related to Darlene, I'm betting. Heroin in the works, so the spoon and that kind of stuff. All right, let's go ahead. Continue. Jonah is still out of the house, right?
You know, I'll bet they'll find it under the bed when they get back from the lake tonight, right? I bet they will. If I thought I was gonna have to run the place, I would have bought a fun business, like a fucking jet ski shop or something.
Don't you hire a manager?
It's really great.
Oh, she's got somebody in mind.
First name sprung to mind, I
Ah,
swear.
Thanks. Yeah, did she tell you we broke up?
We don't socialize.
By text. Yeah, by text. And she pawned my mom, too.
Your mom?
Pontus'
This
mom.
process where ashes can be... No! No! Fuck!
He's got a gambling addiction.
Sale. Sale, pues bye.
Marty knows some Spanish.
What, a very small percentage of your annual revenue, yeah? Just maybe look at it as breakage, the price of doing business.
Is that
This is
Hobby?
different.
That's not
This
Hobby.
time, my guys. Maybe your Fed can poke around.
You're not
Find out if there's
faking it
any
enough, Marty.
This is going to make a huge difference. You know,
She's not happy. Who is that?
Yeah, yeah. Come on. Come on.
Oh,
Don't fuck anything up.
is he going to end up getting her in trouble?
Move. He's on his way.
Hello, Charlotte?
That is
Hey,
Hobby.
What the fuck are you doing? You trying to get pulled over?
why are you such a tight ass, Marty? Ándale.
You'll get an aiding and abetting
thank you.
DWI.
my younger brother, Ben, has battled with addiction issues his entire life. That's why.
That's going to piss Ruth off.
So much.
I still have a sliver of hope that Ben's alive. It's probably wishful thinking. I just realized I forgot to check the sound, and I realized I had the microphone on the laptop still on. So sorry about the double sound from me. It shouldn't have affected the show at all. So,
You wanna talk about the Ben of it all?
oh, I guess throwing addiction onto Ben.
Really,
I guess
no?
Marty knows that's going to set Ruth off. I didn't think about the heroin being his or opium. Is he going to end up overdosing in the bathroom from too much fun? He's going to end up on the floor.
Carrie? Carrie!
Well, it's not on the floor of the bathroom. Gotta get him to the hospital. Narcan only works for about 30 minutes, I think.
I don't want to see you anywhere near here ever again, okay? Go home. Go home.
Poor Ruth.
Go on.
I just want to be sure that my help is appreciated. If you catch me.
He wants to be
If I'd have
paid.
known this job meant lying to the police.
Are you fucking kidding me with this shit? What the fuck? What the actual fucking fuck, Darlene?
I've been in this long enough to know when I am being blackmailed.
There you go, Wyatt and Ruth. That's what you're in bed with.
I am going back to bed.
I wonder if Ruth realizes, there's certainly two evils going on, but which evil does she want to get in bed with? You guys know where I stand on that question. Are they going to talk about things? That's an awfully big hole. Or is it not as big as it looked? Please tell me this is a turning point for them. If he's laying in it sideways, that hole is way bigger than it needed to be. Can't she believe she's doing all of that in a mini skirt? Boone, North Carolina? I know there's more Boones than just the one in North Carolina. But Boone, North Carolina is in my backyard. It looks like a North Carolina State Trooper car, though. Boone, North Carolina is not near Knoxville.
Policy when it comes to illegal drug use. A timely addition to the community.
Are they going to talk that fella into going into one of the rehabs?
My brother Ben struggled with addiction his entire life. It was devastating. Okay. All right. Thanks again. Bye. Bye-bye.
She's great at faking a public appearance.
Is that strange? Going for so long without having heard from her?
Well, yeah.
Oh, Wendy's
Job
parents?
substitute teaching last semester. He'd come over.
Oh, no. So he's going to talk to the parents and ask about the drug addiction history, and Dad is going to say, "What are you talking about?" And this is what Marty's worried about.
And then I suppose you couple that with the drugs.
What's that?
Your son's drug problem?
He didn't have a drug problem.
Yeah, there we go.
Wendy said that.
She did.
Daddy doesn't like daughter. Is this at the trailer? It's not Wyatt, is it?
You mind if I ask what you were doing at the Missouri Belle last night with Carrie Stone?
Carrie. I think I called him Chris.
Petty theft, B&E, driving without a license.
This is the sheriff that's the sheriff in both counties, right?
You can't leave behind if you want to. You mind how you go, Ruth?
You bet I will.
I mean, the cop's only doing her job, and she's trying to do a good job. Ruth can't hate on her too much for that. Oh.
Is everything okay?
Wyatt's picked up where he left off.
Give me a ride.
She's worried about him going back.
We also, we were paying her extremely well when she was here.
She said she was trying to work with her cousin Wyatt. He lives with Darlene Snell. Maybe Darlene helped her out with an influx of cash.
Honestly,
Marty's like, oh shit, what are you doing? Darlene's going to be knocking on their door and shooting first and asking questions later. Wendy's just not thinking well, is she? I realize what she's trying to do. She's trying to get the sheriff off of their tail and put it on Darlene's tail. But Marty also understands that that can backfire because of how volatile Darlene is. Ugh. Now he's going to yell at her.
The fuck was that? Tell me you're fucking joking.
He's a juvenile.
I didn't even
His record
think about
sealed when he was
Jonah.
18. I want him home, Marty.
I'm late for my own felony. See you later.
Did he say I'm late for my own felony? It must mean Javi.
Tenía la carretera completamente bloqueada.
This must be the
No nos
new
fuimos a volver
attorney.
atrás y
¿Cuántos agentes del FBI viste?
no sé.
How many? Ha, they're just saying it too fast. He thinks it's Maya.
I want to see it the second you get it.
Is Maya going to be on there, or is she still going to be out on maternity leave? She was at one of the busts. We do know that.
I would burn her at the stake if I didn't think the devil himself would come up and save her.
Yeah, I'll
There's a old time song called "The Farmer and the Devil's," or
See you later, sweetie.
"The Devil and the Farmer's Wife." It's a pretty good one. If you guys don't know it, look it up. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. I don't think I have a version of Dad singing it.
How was your stay, Mr. Stone?
Great.
He is clueless.
That's good. Can I ask you a personal question?
No.
Calamari.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe some chicken stock.
Ooh, yeah.
Tomatoes. Onions.
Exactly, yeah.
He's just
Garlic.
listing off a
Yeah.
bunch of
Mussels.
stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You're fucking smothering it, man.
Wow. Yeah, thank you for that.
Okay. So apparently he is putting all that stuff on it.
And last night I almost died in a shithole casino in the middle of shithole America. I didn't
So
climb
he
out
saw
of a
his
place like
sign.
this just to...
Lost that partnership.
Hello?
It's not really her fault, though.
Jonah?
Yeah, she's right here.
What's this bullshit about Ben on drugs?
Do you have any idea how it makes me look to hear that from a complete stranger in my own living room?
Are we supposed to recognize him? Why are they showing his face now but didn't show it with the detective?
She was at the raid. I have proof.
Marty.
It was the same one then.
And go fuck yourself. Wendy, we have a problem.
It would only raise his suspicions, you know that.
Don't tell me you're afraid of him.
Wendy. This is gonna be
Push his buttons.
conversations, huh?
Hi, Ben. Oh, that's what the goat is. I should have remembered that. I think I commented that it looked a little satanic when she bought it, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Is that Marty?
Not in the mood, Marty. Fuck off.
Yeah.
What did you think of me when you first met me?
That was that first episode.
You
Or second.
clever.
We kind of have a father-daughter relationship here.
I can help with that.
This won't go over well with Wendy.
That would make me a dumb fucking fuck, wouldn't it?
She does have a way with words.
I'll have to think about it.
She's got to
I got
get it
business partners now.
from Darlene somehow.
Why the fuck did she lie about Ben?
I don't know.
I wish I knew.
Is that it? Is this the end? She's doing laps again. Say, I'm just going to be a troublemaker. What's he doing? What's he doing? What? So, I'm glad to see Marty and Ruth talking. I think even though Ruth has her problems with Marty and Wendy, the biggest issue is with Wendy, which is why she and Marty can have civil conversations. And even though she gets mad at him at times, it's just like any other father-daughter relationship kind of thing. They eventually make up, except for Wendy and her daddy. See Purdy sitting up in her bed. I had to She is right there. I had to put a heating pad in her bed there because all the other heat sources are off in the house. And the first day without any of the heaters on, she was caterwauling while I was trying to work. So now she lives in that bed. She's happy with the heating pad. The only problem is Buddy, who normally sleeps in that part, steals Purdy's heating pad anytime Purdy gets out of it. Children. I I still appreciate, because I've said this before, I appreciate how frank Wendy gets with Navarro. Even though she knows that Navarro could kill her just like that, she can't help herself, and she's still frank with him. And maybe that's because that's how I am too. I I speak without thinking a lot. I think Navarro eventually will sacrifice somebody. I think somehow he will figure out how to sacrifice Javi, especially when he finds out that they're using another source because they can't use Navarro because of Javi. So we'll see how that goes. Thankfully, Marty's still protecting Maya because we know Javi would kill her in a heartbeat. Wyatt doesn't seem to have gotten any wiser. He got a good night's rest and now he's forgiven Darlene. Dang it. So, yeah, that's where we're at with everything. So, we're almost at the halfway point. We've got to hit a peak sometime soon, and we're kind of building to that still. You can kind of feel it building. So, again, I don't know if that car wreck that we saw in the first episode of this season is going to be in the middle, towards the end, the very end, whatever it might be. So, yeah. Thank you all for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.